Hello all, it's Sharon. Today's video I want to share what was in our work boxes for the month of December. So we'll start with the math bin, and ours are like a drawer system actually. So in here we have the time and money book with his clock, and then we have this pop-it from Dollarama and 2 yellow dice. So we've been doing adding and subtracting by popping the little pops on the Christmas tree. Up next is the reading one, and in here we have this little game that I came up with. Now, I used to do this with Nate when he was younger. We have this little first Christmas word book, and it has all these images. Now, I do have this piece of paper in here so I can cover the image and get him to actually read the word. And if he gets the word right, then he gets the little item in the bag that matches the picture in the book. So that's been fun little game, just, you know, help with his reading. And then we are talking about pine trees, so I printed off different words to refer to, like pine trees, evergreens, stuff like that, redwoods. In the writing workbox, we have a couple of fun items as well. These adorable little finger puppets came from the Dollarama. There's a Santa, a snowman, the little penguin, an elf, and a reindeer, I believe. Yeah, so we have those, and then we have this little tree here. There's pencil crayons, and then we have a story journal, so he comes up with different stories and I've been writing it down. And then there's some other things like the story starters workbook, and then there is the building sentences workbook. So yeah, that's in his writing box. In the spelling one, we have a word search. So again, the same words that's in the reading workbox, but it's just in a word search instead. So he's been finding some of the words on there. This is the social studies workbox. So in here we have a book about Kwanzaa. This came from the library. This is Canada's trees. We have a book about Hanukkah. And then we have this book, which I really love. This is Christmas Around the World. And it talks about how other people celebrate Christmas around the world. And these are the countries that it talks about. So yeah, I really love this book. Up next is the thinking skills one. So in here we have this Redwoods National Park activity book, and he left his bear pen in here. So this just has a lot of fun activities, mainly about the states. But yeah, so there's that. And then we have these cards. They are matching tree cards. So it has the different types of like pine. There's the holly, monkey puzzle tree. And then there's the other card that matches. You have to match the needles or the like pine cones to the tree. So he's just been doing it by matching the words. And then we talk about the different types of needles or pine cones that you might find on different trees. This is another fun bin. This is the motor skills one. So in here we have this elf on the shelf little like kind of like a barrel monkeys kind of game. And then I have this dice that came from like a Grinch advent calendar. And there is no, I think it's, yeah, number 6 is this ribbon instead. So if you land on the ribbon, then you don't have to try to pick up any of the little candy canes. But if you land on 3, then you have to try to use the little elf on the shelf to pick up 3. And then this I made using plastic canvas from Dollarama. And there's different yarns, and there's a plastic needle. So it's like a little tree that I made. And he's been practicing doing some plastic canvas sewing. You could also add this to a practical life bin. And then we have these foam stickers and gems, and this came from Dollarama as well. So he's already started adding some of the little foam pieces and gems to that. And stickers are always a great fine motor activity. So just before my mom came in December, I had a huge Amazon order. I'll put up the item here on the screen. I wanted for the month of December that learning resources candy construction set. It didn't come. I think it's coming either today or tomorrow. So I'll be adding that to our Christmas Eve box instead, and we'll do it then. But in the STEM workbox, we have just this fun Lego set, and it makes a tree and a fireplace and the little presents. So I found that on Amazon for like $10. This has been a really fun one as well. Sorry for that focus, but this is the science one. And in here we have different pine cones and trimmings. Now I did not cut any of these off any trees. We just found them in our park and stuff. So we've been collecting them. He also has this little thing here, and it magnifies the pine needles and get them down. So yeah, when you look down, you can see the different types of pine needles and little evergreen clippings. And then we have this book. Oh, well, it's like a pamphlet that I got for like $3 on Amazon. And it talks about trees. It does talk about regular leaf trees, but it has the pine trees as well. I'll just open up and show you. Yeah, so it talks about all different types of evergreens, and then it shows what their needles and their pine cone looks like. So yeah, it's just been fun taking this on our little nature walks and trying to identify different types of trees. This is the Practical Life workbox, and in here Nate's been doing some floral arrangements. We have 2 of these floral pucks from the Dollar Tree, and all these came from like Dollarama, and he's just been making different ones and having a lot of fun doing that. You could also, like I said, add that little plastic canvas tree to this and practice your sewing skills as well. Or if you have any Christmas themed like dishes, you can have your child wash them. But yeah, just some ideas. This is our sensory workbox, and in here we usually do Play-Doh. So we have the scented Play-Doh, which is scented like apple, and different shades of green and brown. And then I have the light bright pieces, and then there's 2 different cookie cutters, so he can make his little Christmas trees and then decorate it with the little light bright pieces. Do keep in mind those are small little parts, so everything what we do is always well supervised. That's why I have our homeschool set up like in my kitchen area, so I could be working at the little kitchen table doing like programming and stuff like that, and then I'm in the same room with him. But yeah, fun. He's been having a lot of fun making Christmas trees. He also has this so you can make designs in it as well. This is the art workbox, and in here we just have a couple different things. There's pencil crayon, these scented markers from Dollarama, different stickers that I got off of Amazon that have pine trees. There's these crayons that are the cosmic ones, so they have a little bit of glitter. And then this I got on Amazon as well. It was like $2. It is the Dover little activity book, and this one does stained glass. I don't think he's done any of them. But yeah, so I just added that as well. And then there's always some type of cardstock paper in here or construction paper. There's also this roll of tape that we got at the Looney Bazaar store, so you can use this to decorate as well. And lastly is this little fun workbox, and he usually doesn't get to this drawer unless he's completed the work that I want him to do for the day. So in here we have a couple of fun items. I got these little tiny animals that are Arctic and Canadian animals that we have here in Canada. There's different little trees from the Dollarama Dollar Tree. There's also some recycled things. Now foam can be dangerous. It's styrofoam. It does not show up on x-rays, so do keep that in mind, that if you are giving styrofoam to a child, that it's very well supervised. But these came off of the DVD player that my mom gave us, so we just saved them. He's been using them as like icebergs. And then there's some wooden trees as well, and then cotton balls to act as snow. We have these little cups. He's been using these as icebergs too. And then there's all kinds of little types of gems from Dollarama, Dollar Tree. There are these word stones that came from the little 6 Points dollar store that say celebrate faith and believe, just to add a little bit of literacy. So yeah, that is in our workboxes for the month of December. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and we will talk to you in the next one.
Take care and bye for now.